Here to present Trevor's 2020 honoree is one of the biggest bands of 2012. Nate Reese and Jack Antonoff, please welcome Fun.
I just want to say thank you all so much for being here tonight. It's rare to see so many amazing people come together for such a great cause. Give yourselves a hand. Jack and I are thrilled to be here to recognize an organization that means a lot to us both as musicians and humanitarians. They are committed to using the power of storytelling to challenge young people to consider new perspectives.
Each year, the Trevor 2020 Award recognizes visionary organizations that increase the visibility and understanding of lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and questioning issues and support the LGBT community. Tonight's Trevor 2020 Award honoree is one of these inspiring innovators.
MTV has been blazing a trail for LGBTQ teens and young adults in the media for over 30 years. Nearly 2 decades ago, the network cast the first openly gay person with HIV/AIDS on television, the real world's Pedro Zamora, whose marriage to his partner Sean was the first same-sex commitment ceremony ever shown on television. MTV motivates young people through campaigns like Love is Louder, aimed at helping to end homophobia, and A Thin Line, which empowered more millions of young people to help stop the spread of cyberbullying.
MTV continues to add to this incredible legacy. In 2010, they were named by GLAAD as the #1 network for broad inclusion of LGBTQ people. In the last year alone, they aired 2 original documentaries about LGBTQ youth coming out, and it gets better.
On behalf of the Trevor Project and the young people they serve, we are proud to present the Trevor 2020 Award to MTV. Please join us in welcoming someone who is a passionate champion of social causes, MTV President Stephen Friedman.
Thank you. Don't want that to break. So thank you. Jack and Nate, who you will hear from in a minute, are not only phenomenal artists, but unbelievable role models, and have been phenomenal on the issue of addressing homophobia and talk about it a lot. They're phenomenal to have, and rising stars who you guys will get to enjoy in just a moment. First, let me say how honored, deeply honored I am to be here today to accept this award on behalf of MTV. For nearly 13 years, the Trevor Project has been a beacon of light for LGBT youth, and your staff and volunteers are there for them in their hour of need. And I imagine every single one of us in the room today can think of a moment where we were looking for someone or something to help shine a light on our path and help us find our way. When I was growing up in El Paso, Texas, and I hadn't come out yet, there were no positive role models on TV or in the movies. And the gay people on TV either hated themselves or were sad caricatures. So one day, when I was 13, I heard that ABC's show 2020 was going to air a story about a congressman who was about to come out. Now, I wasn't supposed to be out watching TV at the time, but I snuck out of my room, turned on the TV, and kept it really low so my parents wouldn't hear, so that I could watch what to me felt like a groundbreaking moment. The congressman was Jerry Studs, and the story was in part because he had had an affair and had become public. But in spite of the circumstances, I was amazed and heartened to see an openly gay person serving in Congress. And it was a testament to how eager I was to see an openly gay person in a position of responsibility that I didn't even hear about the affair. It was just that here was a role model, a positive role model. And as all of us know, Congressman Studs went on to serve 6 more terms and became a pioneer for countless openly gay officials. But for me, that moment gave me a precious gift. It removed any doubt that I would be held back because of who I was. It also taught me something else. I saw firsthand the power of media. When you're alone and questioning yourself, a story can change your life. That moment was my beacon. It lit my way at just the right moment and helped lead me to where I am today. And I joined MTV in part because of the channel's commitment to fearlessly representing our audience's brilliant diversity. And as you saw on the tape, what made MTV different was it wasn't just an issue of the day. These were stories that were woven throughout our programming and were just one aspect of our audience's lives, really making up the magnificent fabric of the entire audience. So I want to thank everyone who works with me at MTV and Viacom. The only reason we can tell these stories is because our network is filled with storytellers who care deeply about championing the diversity of our entire audience. By showing young people stories like their own, we can teach them they are not alone. We can provide them the light in the darkness they need to follow their own dreams. And that can mean the difference between a half-life spent filled with self-doubt and the true achievement of an individual's entire potential. But while touching someone through a screen can be a virtual lifeline, the Trevor Project provides an actual lifeline. James, Peggy, and Randy transformed their brilliant film from the big screen into a very direct way to help struggling youth. The beacon you shine reaches young people in their darkest moments. I am truly amazed by the volunteers who daily do the immense and emotional work of helping young people. And I can only imagine the effort is as tremendous as it is invaluable. In fact, your work reminds me of a quote from the Persian poet Hafez about the power of selflessness. Even after all this time, the sun never says to the earth, "You owe me." Look what happens with a love like that. It lights the whole sky. At MTV, we can light up a living room, but at Trevor, you light the whole sky. Thank you.